What's going on, everybody? I'm Japes, and I'm going to be doing a quick little Q&A here for Christmas from Savannah, from my grandmother's house. And if it looks like I'm sweating, it's probably because I am. I think she keeps the house like 1,000,000,000 degrees warm, and I guess that's just one of those things. She gets colder, or you get colder when you get old. But I'm going to go down, grab my laptop, get into some of the questions that you guys asked, and see if I can answer them. All right. So, first question from Zizinho is the hashtag AskJapes. Gonna respond and say, nope, just ask me. Nope, just ask. Give him a little exclamation mark on that, and we'll see if we can answer his question a little bit later on. Got a Merry Christmas. Alright, so at 1999 LA says, what is your favorite Christmas memory? And my favorite Christmas memory has to be when I think it was all of my mom's side of the family. We went on a cruise when I was probably like 14, and it was just an incredible experience on the cruise itself. I think we went to like Belize, Guatemala, Mexico. I think the cruise line even had a private island. But we did that. The whole family was there, and it was just a very fun time and a very nice Christmas. From at Husey_94, if you were to support an EPL team, who would it be? And this is a question that I've been asked a few times, and it's a weird one. And it's because there are a lot of BPL teams that I enjoy, or EPL teams that I enjoy watching play, but none that I've necessarily taken a liking to. I've liked Tottenham, watching Tottenham play. From time to time, I enjoy watching Chelsea play. Though it's more of a vendetta I think I have against certain EPL teams, and that's largely your Manchester United and your Chelsea. And that's because in the States, for a long time, the only games that you were able to catch on TV were the Chelsea and the United games. And so everybody in the States would say, oh, yeah, I love football, I love soccer. And I'd say, oh, really, what team do you support? And they'd say, United or Chelsea. And that's just because those are the only teams. So I tended to pick, the lower, or teams that you might not see on TV all the time. So really, I guess I didn't give much of an answer for that, but I don't know, I like watching Tottenham play, I like watching Arsenal play, even though that's such a contradiction to be in England and be fans of both of the clubs, I guess. So at Beanie Davis says, thoughts on the Champions League draw. Speaking of Arsenal, they will be going up against the mighty Bayern Munich. And seeing as how Schalke had Arsenal to deal with in the group stage, and that worked out for them pretty well, I am not too worried. I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I think Bayern can handle Arsenal pretty darn well, though it depends on which Arsenal team you get. So that could be a trouble match, or it could just turn out to be a really, really good matchup. So it could have been worse, it could have been better, but all in all, I am pretty happy with it. Do you even gift? And that's from at Cloven Bobs. Yeah, I give gifts to lots of people. That's a weird question. Have you heard of Inverness CT and the SPL? Yeah, of course, I play FIFA. Let's see, at Luke0405 says, yo, Japes, what is the best present you've ever had? Oh, man, that's crazy. Gosh, when I was little, I probably, one of the most memorable ones was when I had to have been like 4 or 5, and I got a stuffed Ninja Turtle, Leonardo. He was always my favorite, but I've had that Ninja Turtle, I have it stored away now, but I had that thing for years, and that's one of the most memorable. So is it the best? Probably, because it's easily one of the most memorable. Let's see, who do you think will be the best player in a couple years, 5 to 7? And that is tough. And that's because that guy probably isn't even on anyone's radar right now. If you think about Messi in his prime, he was being talked about as being the best player in the world a couple years ago. And so that player's maybe 16, 17, 18 right now. Who knows? It's absolutely crazy. What did I get from Santa Claus? I got a bunch of clothes. And that's generally something that I ask for pretty frequently because I don't necessarily like clothes shopping, but clothes are something we all need. I prefer to look good than not look good. It's a weird thing to say. So that's one of the things that I asked for, and one of the things that I got. This is from at HE123. Any advice for a... Alright. Sorry, my brother interrupted right there. This is from at HE123. Any advice for a small YouTuber to make it big like you? P.S. Love your vids. This is a weird question that I get asked a lot, and to me, you've just got to be yourself, man, and you've got to enjoy what you're doing. And if the quality of your content is there, then you'll start to, people always flock to people that enjoy what they're doing and they smile and they have a good time with it. You can hear whether people are smiling during a commentary, or hear whether people are smiling. I don't know, you guys understand, I feel like, what I mean there. You can tell if people are enjoying what they're doing and if they're having a good time with it, because they're always more fun to listen to. And so that's one of the things that I think people don't really take into consideration, but it definitely helps. Kevin, or at Morales, says best player on FIFA 13. That's probably, for me, Mario Balotelli. Been over that a bunch of time. Ballo gets what Ballo wants. That's where it is. We've been over the Arsenal stuff. Let's see. Where are you and what are you doing? That's from M95 Jan, and that's I'm in Savannah, and I've got some downtime between meals. Generally, the way Christmases go when we're at my grandmother's house is you've got to be, you've got a little bit of time in between meals, but you've got the, your set family breakfast, set family lunch, set family dinner. We do presents and all that stuff Christmas Eve, so that's all said and done as of last night. So that is kind of cool. So now I've got some free time. I'll be leaving tomorrow morning and back in town in Atlanta, and hopefully I think I'm gonna get a new computer. I'm gonna trade in my laptop and get a big boy desktop. And when I stream, a lot of the times people complain about lag, or there's some sort of a lag, and that's just because I don't think this laptop can handle the frame rates and all of the stuff that I ask it to do. It's starting to overheat now and just shut off, so that is one of the reasons we haven't been doing the streams. Let's see, at Leo the Legend 9, I hope you win the Kick TV tournament, but if you come up against Zerka HD in the final, do you think you can beat him? Thoughts? I think on any given day, anybody in the tournament can beat anybody else, per se. That's left in the final. That's one of those things. Anybody, well, maybe, I don't know, maybe not Fangbanger. She was kind of bad, but that's a terrible thing to say. I apologize, Jesse, I apologize. But for the most part, FIFA's one of those games where if you have a really good day of FIFA and you catch someone on a bad day, they are gonna beat you. It's one of those where you beat them. If you look into like past seasons I have with like Cal Freezy, I've beaten him just about every time, but he'll catch me every so often and he beats me, and it's like, oh, what just happened right there? That's ridiculous. I always beat Cal, but we shall see how that one plays out. Is there snowing in the U.S.? That's from at Ferris8CFC, and in northern U.S., yes. In the southern U.S. where I am, no. I don't know if you guys can sort of see outside. It's a little bit rainy, but it's like 65 degrees, which I'm really not sure where that boils down to in Celsius. You divide by 5/9, or multiply by 5, I don't know. All sorts of different things, but that's where that plays out to. And at LSR for Rudder says, would you ever stop doing Path to Power? Yeah, I would stop doing it. However, it's a pretty good overall series for me to keep doing and be active with. Like I said, or some of you guys maybe didn't see this tweet, some of you guys did. I just needed a vacation from FIFA. And I got a few responses that were like, oh, that's because Danny beat you. And that actually was played not way before, but a good bit before I actually needed a break from FIFA. So it's not quite in the line of events that you guys maybe see publicly, but I just needed to take a step back, take a little break, take a deep breath, but I feel pretty refreshed with it and am excited to get going again with my Path to Power. We're going to have crazy Christmas noobs on, so hopefully I can get some good-looking goals for you guys coming up here, and Christmas noobs are, they're something every hardcore FIFA fan thoroughly enjoys for a few weeks. So, on we go. How many Bayern games have you been to, Japes? That's actually a terrible question. And the only reason it's terrible is because I can only say none. And that's a bummer. I need to figure out a way to get over to Munich to go see a game. I've been to the Allianz, which was amazing, but I have not actually gotten to see a match, which is just brutal. So who knows? Maybe one day I convince someone from Bayern that they want to fly me over and take me to a match, but I doubt that's gonna work out. What's the best video game you've ever played? My favorite video game, probably FIFA 10 or 11. Probably FIFA 10. I think I spent more time on that game than any game I've ever played. And gosh, man, I skipped a lot of classes in college playing FIFA. But the way I am school-wise is I always took classes where you just needed to be at the test. It was like 3 tests and a final, or 2 tests and a final, and I was a pretty good student when it came to Anyways, guys, I don't remember where I was, but I know I got cut off in the middle of a question. I might cut that question out. Not sure, but I wanted to say thank you all for watching. A very Merry Christmas. And other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.